made. Look at where we going. Hey, everybody wanna see me stop. Breaking down walls, no sheetrock. Hot boy steaming off top like teapots. Hey, yeah, y'all want smoke, then get hit with a detox. Coast to coast, been a pro, shoot knee locks. Y'all don't rap, the bars weak, those cheap shots. Fuck it, I came through blazing. Call me Kanye, West Craven. Been a villain, I don't need no praising. No cape, I don't do
The last
no...
part of that song had be like Kanye. I'm like, oh no. Okay, but anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. This is Internet Uncapped.
Just
I
noticed
am your
that
host,
too.
Evan. Joining me as always, kind of blurry, and my face in the background as Macho Man Randy Savage is Mitchell.
It's the hat. I don't know if I wear a white hat, it does this.
Yeah, we might wanna figure
If I
out
put
the
my head
song
down?
and cut that part out. Oh man, that's bad. But today on this minisode, we want to go over something that happened about a week ago or so, but that was pretty notable. I was scrolling through Twitter, or also known as X, one day, and I saw this kind of pop up on my feed. And what popped up was footage that was cut out of the original broadcast of the wrestler Goldberg and his farewell speech because he's retiring. So happy retirement, Goldberg. Before we really get into Goldberg, his retirement, and his retirement speech, Mitchell, if you can, do just a quick overview, a quick recap of the man himself, Goldberg, what he means to wrestling, and leading up to this unfortunate but fairly deserved farewell.
Yeah, so I mean, if you know Goldberg in the wrestling world, what you know him to be is one of the beasts of the industry. When he was with WCW, he had a win streak that was just that will never ever be matched in wrestling. It is heavily debated how many matches he had. Some people are saying, oh, it's actually like 100 and like closer to 180, but it is recorded as 173 and 0. And when he lost, the reason why he lost is because Kevin Nash had tasered him in a match.
Oh wow!
And then he got pinned. That's how the storyline went down. So for 173 matches, Goldberg would win. And a lot of his matches were just him just annihilating people. He would just hit him with the spear, hit him with the jackhammer, which is he would lift him up in a suplex position, then catch him in the air and body slam him. And that was Goldberg. And he was better known in WCW than he was with WWE. His run in WWE was not that good. Really forgettable. I don't want to say forgettable, but it wasn't compared to WCW. It was never what that was. And Goldberg was also former football player, played for the Atlanta Falcons. He also played for Georgia. He played for the Bulldogs. So he's very well known in Atlanta or in Georgia, whatever, he's known there. And now he lives in Texas, where he gave a shout out to everyone that was dealing with the floods. Real good guy. And his son actually currently, if I remember correctly, let me search it up just to be 100% sure. I believe his son plays in Colorado.
Oh, okay. And his son was with him on stage. We're going to see that in just a moment, but a really amazing tribute to his son as well. Just he seems like a really stand-up guy, for sure.
Yeah, he is at the University of Colorado, so he's being coached by former NFL cornerback, but the greatest cornerback of all time, and NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders.
Nice.
Who is the head coach of Colorado.
Very good.
The Colorado Buffalo. Wow. So, yeah, he's in good hands. As I was saying, yeah, so, I mean, everyone knows him really for his WCW days and just that streak and just how dominant he was. And, for someone like that to go ahead and to get this send-off, you think that for a while no one thought he was going to get something like this. Because of his relationship with WWE, there was a lot of speculations about how negative his relationship was and how there was really there was some bad blood there. But he came back the year that Brock Lesnar was on the cover of WWE 2K, and Goldberg was actually a pre-order character, and he had a feud with Brock Lesnar that stretched out the whole year,
Wow.
where Goldberg was just showed up, beat him up, and Goldberg was just kicking his ass every time. And then eventually, I think it was at WrestleMania, Brock finally got one up on him and beat him. And Brock, it was the first time in a long time that Brock looked weak.
Wow.
Which was weird to see, but Goldberg and him really played it off really well. True professionals in their craft, Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. So, again, everyone knows him for those WCW days. He did some work in TV shows. He was on Law and Order SVU. He was also in The Longest Yard, where the joke is he had a massive member, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
And
very classic scene. I knew the scene. I've never seen the movie, but yes, I know the scene very well.
His and he didn't have a jersey number. He was X. That was his jersey number, the letter X. So it does mean 10, the Roman numeral, but yeah, they don't do that in the NFL
Right.
or in any football program. So yeah, he just had an X on his, which was hilarious. So yeah, great career. We weren't alive during that time, or if we did, we weren't really coherent.
Yeah, we were probably still babies or whatever, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. And I've gone back and watched some of his matches. I know that Bret the Hitman Hart hated him.
Wow.
I know that William Regal, quote unquote, exposed him for not being a good wrestler because William Regal had one match with him where they were supposed to go on for like a certain amount of time, and Regal kicked out, and Goldberg was like, I don't know what to do. All my matches kind of end like this. But I don't want to harp too much on that. I think because he's done everything as a wrap, I think we should focus more on the positives. And again, what he did during that 173 win streak, again, will never be duplicated. Will never ever happen again. So I think now, I wish him all the best in retirement. Now he's just gonna go ahead and just be a proud football dad, watch his son play. And maybe his son makes it to the next level and plays in the NFL. We'll see. But I think that's what he is, or maybe he goes to the WB the same route as his dad. We've seen it before. Former football players or parents haven't made it to the NFL, and then what happens? Their kids go and they join the WWE. Braun Breaker, who was currently in a faction with Seth Rollins. Also, speedy recovery for Seth Rollins. We're wishing you well on your ACL surgery. Braun Breaker was actually the starting running back at Kennesaw State, and now he is on the main roster in WWE. So, a lot of those guys transition from the NFL to WWE.
That's very cool. Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of crossover with all those contact sports and all that physicality. They can just do what they're really good at. So, without further ado, let us get into this video right now, if you may. I'm going to pull this up, and we are going to watch the clip of Goldberg. I'm going to go full screen, and we're just going to do a play-by-play. We probably won't do all of this video, but we will. I do want to show you much of it, and especially toward the end. So, without further ado, let us hear from Goldberg.
Yeah! The fans in Atlanta have been absolutely wonderful. I love you. I couldn't have done it without you. Every time I step in this ring, it's with every one of you with me. All these kids, it's the reason why I did what I did. I grew up.
So just going to be really quick here because we got to stop every few moments. This is probably one of the best farewell speeches that I've heard, because even though this is very impromptu, what I really liked about it is that he kind of gets the main idea out of the way, kind of as an introductory paragraph, and then he sort of elaborates as he goes on. He really wants everyone to know right up front, this career could not have happened without you. This career would never have happened without your support, without the memories, without the laughs, and all the fans who were cheering me on during all of those days throughout my entire career. I think that is a beautiful thing to start off with. And I think that it gets even better as it goes along. But massive, credit to where credit is due, especially to give the fans a lot of love as much as they've given him love.
I wanted to be a professional football player. I was lucky enough to play at the University of Georgia. Go Dogs! I was lucky enough to play for the Atlanta Falcons. And I was lucky enough to beat Hogan in front of 45,000 of y'all at the Georgia Dome.
I think he meant Hulk Hogan in this case, right?
Yeah, some people call him Hogan, some people call him the Hulkster. So yeah, he does mean Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I didn't realize he beat Hulk Hogan. I mean, you said he was like undefeated in 173 matches or something. That's pretty impressive to beat Hogan.
Yeah, well, I mean, Hogan was in WCW for a while with the New World Order, and that was around the time that he beat him. WCW at one point had some of the top stars in the industry. I mean, you're talking about Hogan, you're talking about Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon, Goldberg, Bret Hart. I mean, there was so much talent on that roster. Unfortunately, they felt like they could never. I mean, there was a point where for 80-something weeks they were beating WWE in the ratings, but WWE prevailed.
That's great. All right, we'll keep listening now.
I've never thought about this moment because I never thought it would come. But I couldn't have done it without you. Each and every one of you.
Let's go.
And for these people that are in the ring with me, my friends, my family, I don't even know what to say. But it's been one hell of a ride. And there ain't never gonna be another goddamn Goldberg. Except for this boy right here.
And again, kudos to Goldberg. I mean, for shouting out his son. He could have taken it in. He could have had all the glory. He could have been showboating. But he said, you know what? This isn't about me. This is something greater than me. And I'm going to give due to my son, who I'm so proud of every day. I think that is the kind of masculinity in this world that we need, for fathers and sons to encourage each other to do better, to work hard, and not to be a bunch of pussy bitches like some people are. This is what I call good parenting, and this is what I call, a good father-son relationships. That's what I got to say, Mitch. I don't know what you think, but that's what I would say.
I'm proud of you, Evan. Good job. Pussy bitches.
You're not my father, though.
I'm rubbing off on you, Evan, as if I'm your father. I appreciate it.
I don't know what to think of that, but sure. Let's go with that.
Evan, I am as much of your father as Christian Cage is.
I don't even know who Christian Cage is, but that's definitely not true.
Oh, buddy, do I got a wrestling clip for you? Okay, we'll have to watch.
We'll have to watch that at some point, I'm sure. Yes, but God damn it, Mitchell, let's get going.
No, I agree. I think that just it's a great moment. Definitely enjoy it. He's earned it. It's Goldberg. That's it. It's Goldberg. He's earned this.
No doubt.
And I wonder now. What's the next move with him? Now that his career is officially over. I wonder, is there WWE is now expanded so much into other fields. I wonder if there's going to be like a documentary now, like a docuseries, like Goldberg, the real story. Like it talks about him growing up. That's chapter 1. That's episode 1. It's a 10-part series on Netflix. Yeah. Can't wait. Like
Vince McMahon. I mean, they're obviously more positive and better.
Exactly. Because that's what WWE's doing now. They're trying to go ahead and try to create not just the wrestling content, but the external content or the extra content, if you will, outside of the ring.
Yeah, I would be extremely curious, even if he not in the same way that Triple H kind of took over from Vince McMahon, but he would be his own kind of player. He would be creating his own franchises, or conglomerates, or those kinds of things. I'd be really curious if he sort of branches out into his own brand in retirement.
No, he won't. He won't
Oh,
do
okay.
that. He won't do that. Goldberg, to me, not to say that he's dumb. Like, I'm not trying to say simple, like he's dumb. I think he's a simple
Sure.
guy. I think he looks at it like some people get to a point and they go, I won. I used to work for a guy. He was my store manager, my retail job, and he told me he was in his early 50s, and he had told me that he got remarried. It was his second wife. They just had their second child, and he had apartments that he owned. And he told me, he was like, listen, I'm remarried. I just had a second kid. I have apartments that I'm going to go ahead and look after. I won the game of life. I don't need to do this work no more. And he retired from the job that he was at because he was going to get supplementary income from owning apartments. And that's what he said. He said, I won the game of life.
Good.
So, I mean, I think that's what Goldberg is going to look at. He's going to look, I won the game of life. I can retire peacefully. My son's playing football at Colorado. And I mean, Goldberg's got money, so he could definitely like rent, go visit him out there. And, him and the wife can go to like some of the games out there, even though they live in Texas, and just, see his son. And, again, he's won the game of life, and now he can just retire and enjoy the golden years, if you will.
Yeah, I could see that. The reason why I brought that up is because sometimes some people, they may not work every single day, 5 to 7 days a week, but they may be like doing a little bit of here and a little bit there. And I think that is a great thing, to even be working even while you're retired. But I can totally see your rationale for that kind of lifestyle too. And I totally get it. And I think he definitely deserves it, considering how hardworking he's been throughout his entire career. So I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love each and every one of you. Treat everybody with respect. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Black, green, purple, Christian, Jewish, I don't give a damn. You treat every single human being.
Pause it. Hassan comes into the ring, Goldberg spears him.
You better treat people with goddamn respect, you bitch. Get that sword out of your goddamn room.
Anissa tries to jump from the top turnbuckle. She gets speared.
You see this from the sky. Damn.
Goldberg
spear with the middle finger.
Idubbbz comes into the ring. He gets jackhammered.
And he's wearing that green jumpsuit with the yellow fucking undies, or the red fucking undies rather.
Yeah. No, he's wearing the content
cop. Yeah. Content cop versus Goldberg. 1, 2, 3. The winner's Goldberg. Yeah. Exactly. No, but this is I can't believe in the year of our Lord 2025 we even have to say this, and especially considering we just recorded our Superman review. It'll be out by the time you see this video. But please, people, treat people with kindness, with some kind of sincerity and benefit of the doubt and respect. And I think, and Goldberg says it the best. I mean, this is exactly what more people like Goldberg and more people in general should be saying. And I really, truly commend him for saying that. And it gets even better. Obviously, we're not going to watch the whole video today, but it really does get even better than this.
With respect. And if I did anything in my career, I honored that. And I try to pass that down. And every single human being in this ring is of the same character. Because if I let them share the ring with me, that's who they are. I'm absolutely honored. I'm floored. It's just been one hell of a ride.
So now we're going to get to the part that I really want to show before we really wrap it up, and probably toward the end too. But it is around 3:30, and this is where he talks about the flood victims in Texas.
I've only just begun, but I love each and every one of you. And don't forget that. And this goes out to my father-in-law, who passed away last week. This goes out to all the flood victims 30 miles from our house in Texas, North Carolina, everywhere where people have been negatively affected. And the one thing that I've learned is that you're never too good to lend a helping hand.
Yeah. Never too good to lend a helping hand is correct. I completely agree with that, and I do think that we need to really look out for each other, be there for one another, and even if we fucking drive each other fucking crazy, I'm looking at you, Mitchell. I'm looking at you and a bunch of other fucking people in my goddamn life. But I'll tell you this, we got to be looking out for each other no matter what. So that's all I got to fucking say. But he's goddamn right, and I think the more that we are able to do that, I think the country will be a better place than it is currently, you know?
Yeah, Evan, I always look out for you. That's why I tell you to drink water.
That's true. But you also ask me for glasses of water at random times, and you're often fucking Dedham or wherever the hell you are, and I got to be like, I can't give that to you because you're physically not within my perimeter or close to you at all. Well, that's no excuse. Give me that goddamn glass of water.
Don't dox me, asshole.
Dedham, Vermont. We'll say Dedham, Vermont.
I'm just gonna edit. I'm gonna bleep that, fucking asshole. Don't say that. Douche.
Sorry, it was the heat of the moment, Mitchell. We get really we get a lot of menopause in this segment.
It's at 20, 21, 22. I gotta remember
17, 38. All
right. Yeah, no, I mean he's right. My grandfather used to tell me all the time. He's like, it's always free. It's always nice to do something for someone, and it's always free to do something nice for someone.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I agree with your grandfather 100%. And I was taught that something similar to that in my life as well. No question.
I was a proud Georgian for 18 years when I lived here. And I'm a damn proud Texan right now. Because all my neighbors dropped everything. And they went west, or they went south, or they went east, or they went north to lend a helping hand to those who needed a helping hand. And again,
okay, now we're going to get just to the last bit. This will really wrap up the episode, Mitchell, but I want to get just to the very last few seconds here, and then we'll really wrap this episode up.
Lead by example, and that's going to be one hell of a ride. And I want every one of you to take that ride with me. Mic drop.
Now, before we go, here is something that either I did or I didn't mention at the top. Now, this is a great video. This video, as of right now, has been seen, about almost 2 million times. 2 million views, almost 2 million views on that video. Now, we know WWE has a really big audience. They have a big reach. People watching on TV all the time. I think it's a shame because this was caught off right before it happened because I guess it wasn't broadcast on the air. This is called Internet.
Yeah, it wasn't.
This is the show's purpose. This was on the internet specifically, and people saw this beautiful segment regardless of what happened on TV. And I wanted to make sure that we talked about it and then we shared it because this is the message that more people need to be hearing right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes they do that because what they do is they try to I believe they posted it on their YouTube.
Yeah, I hope
and they do that. Yeah, they do that just so they can create more content for the YouTube page and drive views and clicks that way. I mean, WWE is a multi-dollar company. You know, they make money not just from people showing up to their venues and watching their shows that are the TV, they make it also off of YouTube and off their streaming services.
Yeah, I could totally, as a business model, I can totally understand. I can totally see that. I think that, to be honest, and audio aside, because it is a little echoey, I actually think it's even better to see it through the lens of someone in the stadium watching it as it's happening in the ring, and you sort of feeling it in that moment. It feels more authentic than just watching it on TV, just with all the production and the camera cuts and whatever.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I like, and you get more of a sense of what the crowd is like, because sometimes you can't hear everything, and a lot of people go, "Oh my god," in the crowd, So yeah,
the guy holding the camera is like, "Oh yeah, Goldberg, woo,
yeah, we love you, Goldberg.
Love you, Goldberg. Yeah, we wish you all the best, Goldberg. We salute you, and good luck with the rest of your life, and a happy and healthy ways that you're gonna live it out. So that's the show. Please subscribe, hit the bell, kick a baby, punch a donkey. Go to Spotify and follow us on Spotify on audio and Apple Podcasts, although we may or may not be retiring Apple, but we will see. We'll keep it up anyway, but we'll see what happens with Apple. And in the meantime, until next time, we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody.
Deuces.